Hi guys, this is Kevin Sandhu with Fleetline Insurance Services. We are here to help you with all your truck insurance needs, including liability, auto liability, general liability, cargo, reefer breakdown, physical damage, non-owned trailers, and workers' compensation. And we provide you with the quotes, certificates. We provide 24/7 customer service, so you can talk to us anytime, not just to buy, get policies from us, but if you have any questions about trucking in general, any advice you need about the laws, the regulations around trucking, we are always ready to help. Our number is 866-531-5933. Again, the number is 866-531-5933. Yeah, I try to come in, and talk to you about the different regulations, different issues affecting the trucking industry from time to time. Today, we are going to talk about AB5. AB5, as you all know, is a law that has perplexed the trucking industry in California. For a while, there were huge protests when this law was brought in, and then there was a stay by the court, and that gave us about 1 to 2 years. But now it's been formally approved. It's a law, so we got to live with it and the best way to or the best approach right now is to understand it completely, to make sure that we are in compliance and we don't put ourselves into a legal situation or into a situation where we or our company gets penalized for not being in compliance with the law. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to you for a few minutes about what is AB5, what this law is. So AB5 law is about independent contractors and draws some lines to who is an independent contractor from a taxation standpoint and who is an employee. And this law, specifically AB5, is designed towards the trucking industry. So there are 3 conditions that would tell you whether you are an independent contractor or an employee and what category you fall under. The first one is if any person who claims to be an independent contractor under the AB5 needs to be free from control and direction of the business entity that he or she works for. For example, you're a trucker with one truck or an owner-operator, and you're getting your loads from another trucking company that controls your daily schedule, then you're not considered an independent then you're not considered an independent contractor. You're a W-2 employee. The second one is you should perform work outside the entity's main business. So if for example, if you're a trucking company and you need a plumbing service for your restroom that went bad in your office. Now, because the plumber is not a part of your company's or your entity's main course of business, he or she can be treated as an independent contractor and you can pay them a 1099. But if you are a trucking company and you are providing loads to another trucker, then that trucker cannot be considered an independent contractor because he or she is performing the work within the entity's main course of business. The other one is that the independent contractor should be engaged in independently established trade. That means, as I talked about, plumber, electrician, a trucker that's not working for another trucker is independently established trade. So if you don't fall into these categories, you're an employee. So for our trucking clients, most of the trucking clients that we have are owner-operators. So these are the guys who own 1 or 2 trucks. What can they do in this situation? So in this situation, if you are a truck owner-operator and you're getting your loads from another trucking company, as was a common practice until now, then you cannot be classified as an independent contractor. That means the trucking company cannot give you a 1099 at the end of the year. You would be considered their employee, and they have to make sure they pay you on W-2 and they have workers' compensation for you. If you want to be classified as independent contractor, then you need to get all your freight, all your loads from freight forwarders or brokers. So when you get your loads from a freight forwarder or a broker, then you are an independent contractor. So if you want to stay in that position where you don't have to pay workers' comp or payroll taxes, then make sure that you get your loads from a freight forwarder or a broker. Now, there's a lot of trucking companies that get freight from another trucking company. And those trucking companies are considering or might consider that they can get a broker's license or a freight forwarder's license, and and in that case, they can have a broker's license and they can get loads from another broker and give it to their truckers, which is entirely wrong. If you are a broker or a freight forwarder, by law, you cannot get loads from another freight forwarder or another broker. That is called double brokering, which is illegal. So you cannot do that. So if you have a broker's license, a freight forwarder's license, you can have truckers working for you as independent contractors, but you need to get your loads directly from the customers, from the shippers, manufacturers, warehouse directly, not from another broker. So please make sure you understand that. Now, if you are a trucking company and with several trucks, and you have drivers driving your trucks, with the current regulation, you cannot pay them on 1099. So please make sure that you're following this law. You're going to be audited. There's going to be huge penalties for the truckers that continue to pay their truck drivers on 1099. The truck drivers have to be paid on W-2. You're going to have to get workers' compensation on them. So workers' compensation in trucking is huge because it's a high-risk industry. You can have up to 20% premium on the wages itself. So, which is if you are paying the driver $100, $20 might go to workers' compensation. We are an independent insurance brokerage. We specialize in workers' compensation also. So we can look at your situation. We can definitely get you some very good insurance carriers that can provide competitive rates, do all your coverage, so you don't have to worry about it. So that was the topic I was going to cover today. Just make sure that you're in compliance with the law, with the AB5. Please make sure you're paying all your truck drivers on W-2. Don't take the risk. If you're not, please start right now. Otherwise, they'll be auditing you and your company. There are going to be severe penalties for not complying with the law. Make sure you have workers' compensation. So these things are very important. And if you are a trucking company that wants to hire subcontractors or sub-haulers, please make sure you get a brokerage license, and please don't broker loads from other brokers. That would be illegal. So get your brokerage license, get your freight directly from the customers, and follow the law. If you have any questions or you don't understand it, please feel free to call me. Our number here is 866-531-5933. You can go to our website, fleetlineinsurance.com. We are here 24/7, and please feel free to call us for all your insurance needs. Thank you.